Good afternoon, everyone. I am Priyanka Rajput, Assistant Professor of EH Department of SIRT Bhopal. Today we will discuss on the subject of Power System 2 on the topic of Automatic Generation Control Part 2. Today we will discuss about the AGC. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about what is a automatic generation control, why it is required, and how it will be controlled. Right. We have already discussed. Today we will discuss about AGC. Means AGC is equal to automatic load control plus excitation control. It's a basic diagram of AGC. In this diagram, we can see a turbine, generator, excitation controller, voltage sensor and compensators, and frequency sensor and comparator, stream wall controller, and stream. Firstly, we can see power system operations considered so far was under condition of studies low. However, both active and reactive power demand are never studied and they continuously change with the load demand. So that we have required automatic generation control. And in modern large interconnected system, manual regulations equipment is installed on each generators. In this diagram, we can see here, we can see one turbine generator. In this diagram, a load frequency control and excitation voltage regulator of turbo generators. The controller are set for a particular operation conditions and they take care of a small change in load demand without frequency and voltage exceeding from the limits in load demand. Now, in this diagram, you can see in the left hand side one system and here second system. Firstly, we will discuss about turbine, generator, frequency and about this frequency sensor. Whenever this generator generate a frequency, this frequency is called F. Okay. Here, this is a frequency sensor and comparator. Means here we have put reference frequency. When the generated frequency come out in this system, in this block, it will be compare with the reference frequency. For it, three operation is there. When we compare main frequency F with the reference frequency, it's depend the operation of steam valve opening. Means I am saying the three conditions are here. First condition is frequency, main frequency is less than to reference frequency. Second case is main frequency means generated frequency is equal to reference frequency. And third one is a main frequency is less than to reference frequency. Now, if these conditions are there, means what will be happen? First condition, if generated frequency is less than reference frequency, in this case, steam valve will open here, continuously working. Second condition, if reference frequency and generated frequency is equal, that time steam valve closed. Whenever both the frequency are not matched. Third condition is if generated frequency is greater than reference frequency, that time also steam valve will close until unless both frequency will not match. Here it's three operations means stream opening depends on the frequency, system frequency. If generated frequency is less than to reference frequency, stream valve open. If generated frequency is less than to reference frequency, that time stream valve close. If frequency greater than generated frequency greater than to reference frequency, that time stream valve will open. Yeah. Now, second here in this diagram, so excitation controller, generator, voltage sensor, and this. Now, two parts are there. First one is a frequency controlling. Second one is a voltage controlling. Means excitation control. We see in this diagram here operation is performed with the help of turbine. Means mechanical process is happening. Means time taken of frequency controller is large as compared to electrical controller. Means excitation control, because here mechanical process is happening, but here electrically conditions. Means response time response of excitation control is more faster as compared to frequency controller, because the mechanical process is operating, here electrical condition is operating. That's why excitation control is faster as compared to frequency controller. It's a basic diagram of AGC. Now next, the need of automatic generation control. As our development has increased, there has been a higher demand of electric power load both on industry and domestic scales. As the number increases, it is also imperative to manage load properly, since a failure to do so result in frequency fluctuations and voltage drop. An effective regulatory strategy is available in the form of automatic generation regulator system AVR and automatic load frequency control. The main function of ALFC system is to access and rectify the power and frequency, while that AVR system is to regulate voltage and reactive power. Now, automatic load frequency controller means ALFC. Full name of ALFC is automatic load frequency control. The basic rule of ALFC is that to maintain desired megawatt output of a generator unit matching with the changing load, to assist in controlling the frequency of large interconnections, to keep the net interchanges power between full members at the mind value. The LFC loop will maintaining control only during normal, small and slow change in load and frequency. It is typically unable to provide control during emergency situations when large megawatt imbalance occur. Then more emergency control must be applied. It's a basic diagram of speed governing system. Here, this is a speed changer. This one is a light ball. This is a piston ball. This one is a high pressure oil. Here, main piston, controlling ball, stream entering channel. Firstly, we will discuss about one by one what is main part of speed governing system. First one is a flywheel speed governing system. Second one is a hydraulic amplifier. Third one is a linkage mechanism. And fourth one is a speed changer. Yeah. Flywheel speed governor means what? This is a flywheel speed governor. This is the heart of the system, which sends the change in speed frequency. As the speed increase, the flywheels moves outward directions. Means flywheel will move in this direction, this and this outward directions. And the point will on the linkage mechanism move downward if both the balls outward directions, means this point will stretch in downside. Okay. The reverse happen when the speed decreases. Second one is a hydraulic amplifier. What is a hydraulic amplifier? It comprises of it's have a two main parts, pilot valve and main pistons. Okay. Low pressure level pilot valve movement is converted into the high power level piston valve movement. This is necessary in order to open or close the system valve against high pressure system. Third one is the linkage mechanism. What is the linkage mechanism? This is a linkage mechanism. In this mechanism, A, B, C, D, E is the main parts. B, A, B, C is a link pivoted at B, and C, D, E is pivoted at the D point. This link mechanism provided a movement to the control valve in proportions to change in speed. It also provides a feedback from the steam valve movement. Okay. Then last one is a speed changer. What is a speed changer? This part is a this part of the system is a speed changer. Means it provide a steady state power output setting for a turbine. Its downward movement means whenever it's moved in the downward directions means opens the upper pilot valve so that more steam is admitted to the turbine. How it will happen, we will see in the next class. Then the reverse happen for the upward movement of the speed changer means whenever speed will increase, it will be moved in the downward direction, and whenever speed will decrease, it will be moved on the upward direction. It's a main factor of this system. Now, again, we will discuss about diagram. Means in the last, we conclude in the this diagram again, about this diagram again. As we know, we already said that key fly wall means this part of this diagram is the heart of the system. Since change in the speed, as speed increase, the fly ball moves upward directions, and the point will be mechanism moves to in the downward direction, and reverse will happen whenever speed will decrease. And this one is called hydraulic amplifier. Hydraulic amplifier have a two main valve. First one is the pilot valve, and second one is the main piston valve. Low pressure level, whenever pressure level is low, that time pilot valve will be movement is converted into the high power level piston valve movement necessary to open or close the steam valve against the high pressure. Means in the short form, we can say whenever this pilot valve move in the downward direction means what, it's open, that time high pressure oil enter in this link and push this main piston for the opening. Whenever this main piston valve is movement is the downward direction, that time steam valve will be open and steam will be enter in this chamber. It is a mechanism, it is a basic information, basic arrangement of the speed governing system. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the whole of the mechanism of this system, its numeric, its derivation of this system. It's a very important point, very important topic for all over your speed governing system, regarding your speed governing system. So I think everyone is understand about the speed governing system. It's have a four main major parts: fly ball speed governor, hydraulic amplifier, speed changer, and mechanism. It's a main part of the speed governing system. Now, thank you so much. We will again meet in the next lecture. Thank you so much.